Good morning. Welcome to the Devour Morning Show on Devour TV, presented by
Nekedie Television.
And y'all already know what's up. This your girl, Pray for Brett.
Go ahead, D.
So have y'all been paying attention?
Yeah, I said go ahead, D.
Threw me off when she said that. My bad.
Go ahead, Devour.
Good morning. This is Devour B.
And your girl, Chemistry. And I want to welcome you guys to the Devour Morning Show. And let's get this shit popping.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's early in the morning. I gotta get going. That been going on.
Traffic fucked.
Man, did y'all hear about the shooting on the 3rd Street Tunnel yesterday?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That's horrible.
I
Man,
remember
that
leaving
was.
work. I was like, what the fuck?
3rd Street Tunnel, Washington, D.C. You got world.
Yeah.
In Washington D.C., Interstate 395. Man, it was crazy. They say it started from a accident that became road rage.
Like a hit and run?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
Well, you know,
Ain't that what I said? That it's
Yeah.
crazy if it's road rage, right?
said the guy. It was a shooting. Woman was the driver. Think they looking for a dark-colored blue sedan.
She about to be mad as hell.
Yeah, that
She going to jail.
going
it's
to
a female
jail.
that did that? And
She
It
driving.
was a female and the guy in the truck, but
So
you
if
know,
he-
it's her
if he
car,
committed
so
the crime
they
and
say she driving.
Oh, yeah, it's
Good
time.
luck, baby.
Yeah, clink, clink.
Hope you got a good lawyer, boo.
That's
I'm gonna
horrible.
start a GoFundMe for you, shorty.
Let me
That's
throw this
crazy.
off right here. I want to say rest in peace to my uncle.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Gregory, we're gonna miss you. You was a good dude, man. You was funny. You always had that 40 in your hand with a remote control looking for the sports, aka G Money. Rest in peace, man.
Oh, he must have been an OG. You said the 40.
Yeah.
Was it the old English, the St.
I
Ives?
th- it was something like the Coke.
Oh, Code 45?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all we remember. That's his little thing. He has Coke 45 in the little brown plastic bag. You know how they cover them joints up. Oh yeah.
He was on his OG.
He's on his OG shit. But rest in peace. GoFundMe account so people come through and help support. He was a single person. He wasn't a family man far as having kids. So y'all go out there and look on my page and show some support.
So let the people know your page so they can.
Well, they're supposed to know some of it. Facebook is Chemistry, KYMASTRY, Doll, DOLL Wilson, WILSON. And you'll see it. Just scroll down. You're going to see some ass, too. Sorry. Not sorry.
Some ass? I think you need to tell them a lot of ass.
Oh, just
All
a little bit.
right.
Sharon is Karen. But, so, yeah, let's get back to this. I was just telling you about Tiffany Green.
Right.
Yeah, Tiffany Green, want to do a big shout out. You know what I'm saying? She's the first black female in Prince George's County, Maryland, to become fire chief.
Kudos to you, mama.
Yes, I like that. Black women power.
Yes.
Black women power. Hey,
All
that's
for
what we
it.
need. That's what we need. More
am
of
here
us
for
coming together and doing things like that.
What you been up to, Pritt?
Man, I just been chilling, man. I got this project that got me on some deep research, so my head been deep in some other stuff.
Is it something like private, or can we know a little bit about it?
It's nothing too private. I don't really want to give out any deets, but it's definitely some up and coming stuff to look out for. So I'll keep it on the hush until something's about to
Pop up?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
definitely going to be on the lookout for that.
I'll do that. But no, I just been chilling, man. I just been chilling. You know me. I'm just working little lady. I just be chilling, man.
Nice.
You sure you just be chilling?
I just be chilling.
Or because I be seeing you on a lot of moves.
I mean, you know me. I
Got
get
you on
I
that
get around.
midnight train to Georgia.
I'm in my city all the time. You and me. I'm always out here in this city. You and me. DC
Hey,
every day.
Yes, shout out Eddie Kane for that festival last weekend.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
I had a great time. Met some people I probably wouldn't have met through.
Right.
I'm so
General
sad
conversation.
I missed it.
It's okay. We're gonna probably have one
I'm
once a
always
month
missing
each month.
something. It just
Girl.
irritates my soul. And
Now, if you
I
don't
was
miss your
so
chance
mad.
of coming next time, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna try to
It
be
gonna
there
get better.
next time. It was furniture, y'all. My furniture was getting delivered, so I needed to.
Oh, that's the
home.
best feeling ever.
So
Get
I
some
just,
fresh furniture.
And I forgot all about it, and I was like, damn, I'm not even gonna make it. But kudos to that.
Yeah,
for you
the
guys.
performances. Mr. Six was here. Probably said his name wrong.
Success.
Success.
She called his ass
Six.
Six. Dang.
Ah, shit. I need another blunt.
Sorry,
Somebody
little
give me that woke up coffee.
It was a lot of great performances. Definitely I want to give shout outs to Lips by Sense.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
The makeup lady was crazy. I think a lot of females should have been here for that. Makeup that lasts 4 to 16 hours. We ain't getting too much of that.
Yeah, I don't even want that myself. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't wear that much makeup to care.
Well, I mean, I wear my makeup, but not for the last 16 hours or 14.
I don't really care for the. I just give me some lip gloss.
But yeah, it's a nice stand. It was a nice setup, you know. She got a nice catalog going for herself. I think it's called Olive Beauty Bar on Facebook.
Olivia's Beauty Bar.
Yeah. It's very nice.
Shout out to Eddie Kane for bringing her through. I definitely had to get some lip gloss. I ain't even decided who I'm giving the lip gloss to yet.
It's all right. Just put it under your pillow. Your furry godmother's gonna get it.
Well, I hope who you gotta choose between ain't watching this, cause she gonna be like, I don't even want the lip gloss now.
Oh.
Hey, she should. That lip gloss was expensive. $22 for some lip gloss.
Yeah, look at that, y'all. Look at them little sparkles. Like them. Yes. So let's get down with this Payless thing. What happened?
Oh, the Payless. That's
Interesting story.
very interesting. A lady actually bought over 1,500 shoes from Payless when Payless was going out of business.
Exactly.
And what she's gonna do is give them away to the homeless and some kids at a school give back program.
Back to school program.
She really doesn't tell how much she spent, but I'm just gonna say for 1,500 pair of shoes, she spent a couple of thousand.
I heard that she actually bought. She had bought one of the Payless stores.
She bought the whole store.
Yeah.
She bought the store.
She bought the whole store.
And then,
Shout out.
Then decided, I guess her daughter or something was saying that she wanted to give back, so they're gonna do something in August to do the.
So let me tell y'all the story. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna break it down.
We know Britt knows.
So there's a woman in Arkansas. Her daughter, had a situation where she witnessed somebody that was struggling, and so she went to her mom, expressed herself, and her mom was like, "Well, hey, I got the funds. Why not? Let's buy out Payless." So she bought out a Payless, and guess what the fuck she's doing? She got over 11,000, maybe 1,500 donations of shoes just for children in need. I believe adults as well.
Yeah.
So if you are in Arkansas and you are viewing right now and you know somebody that needs some help,
Definitely.
go to Payless. Go find that Payless.
Yes.
But that's the story though. Like, she's a dope woman for that. Using her means and her good heart to make a difference. It's hard out here these days. I don't care where you at and what level you on. It's hard out here these days. Everything is at a major high. So we all gotta look out for each other. In
Definitely.
many ways,
Talking about means and about giving back and things like that. I just happened to be reading this morning, and it came across my screen. 5 young black men saved $50 a month for 2 years. And do you know they just bought some property? They really didn't get a name. It just showed the picture, and saying what they did. But I was just like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's hot. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, man, that's dope friendships right there.
No, that's actually how the Hispanics live, though.
When you actually talk about something amongst your friends and you actually do it, it's not just like, yeah, we should do this and then don't never do it. Like, really doing it and seeing where it take you. Like, that's dope. Shout out to y'all 5 guys, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to those 5 guys.
Because, the Hispanics
5
do it
guys.
all the time. They build together and separate when it's time to move on.
So what type of property is this, since it's like such a major story? Is it like a mansion?
Management, business property that they bought.
Nice.
I definitely want to go. I'm hoping they put more information out about this, about the guys' names and the property and all that, because I'm definitely interested to know more. But you know how they do us. They ain't going to get too much great details when it's a black person doing something major. So
I don't know. I'm going to have to
Look
I'm
into
gonna
it
have
more.
to shoot you on that one. Wow. Because, I mean, that's all about what you're going to do with it. I mean, you have the internet, you have the access, just the same way you run across that story out of nowhere, you can go find out the rest of that story out of nowhere. It ain't about,
Okay.
can't nobody stop you from getting the knowledge you need.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
That's, yeah, that was
Yes, man.
Why you look at your arm? You give me skin time over there.
yeah, man, because I was about to shoot you again, but I was like, I'm gonna put it down.
So, have y'all heard about this fake transgender story?
Which,
Transgenders.
yeah, don't even make sense. Don't
It-
sound right.
Yeah, it was a young lady who
It's actually a man.
young lady they say it might have been a man.
Man, tell us
No,
what's
man.
that. What happened?
Yeah, wanna
They
know.
kind of no, it was a young lady. She came out against. She said something disrespectful towards transgenders, and she started to lose business. So then she goes back and lies and says that she's transgender.
Oh my God.
Now,
to
mind
get
you,
back her LGBT community.
this young lady has been done work with Victoria's Secret and places like that.
Wow.
I think Victoria's Secret then took her whole thing off their website and all that.
Oh, so she lost her promotions.
Right. So that's when she wanted to come back and say she was transgender. But now it's been exposed that she was lying about being transgender.
I'm confused with this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Just
that person is confusing.
the
yeah.
things that people will do to stay relevant.
They do anything
These
for
motherfuckers,
clout.
man. That's cute. Cause that I'm trying to tell you, this is for you to want to be transgender. I don't care if you like me or not. I feel like something wrong.
I mean,
Anytime you want to change your
that's
image,
weird.
you know what I'm saying? Something's wrong with yourself, with inside yourself, and you need to get some help. Like,
I mean, there
Well,
are like
I'm gonna say
million different ways
some
to
of
get
them
the
actually
LGBT
do have something wrong with them. I mean, like it's
Who
we
has
can
a-
go all the way deep with that. Is men who they say are born and they feel like they're women, and it's women
Yeah.
who say they born and they feel like they men.
okay, but it's a difference. It's one thing just to be gay. I mean, be gay. I don't got no problem with that. But when you start deciding to wanting to change your image and fool the opposite, then that's a problem to me. Because at the end of the day, you can be who you want to be, but why you gotta change your image to fake a person? You know what I'm saying? That's what I get confused at. Because regardless of what it is, you can be gay. I don't got no problem with being gay or straight.
Yeah.
It's just a point that you tricking people now.
Okay, so can we go real deep on that right there?
Deep as they.
I mean,
Le-
I feel where
Yeah,
chemistry
no.
comes from.
Let's remember who's running this world right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
gays. I mean, it's fine.
Not
The
just them, it
bi,
goes deeper
everybody.
than that. If for my people who believe in God and all that, you know what I'm saying? We under an evil world right now, so it's a lot of people that's being tricked right now. A lot of people.
I mean, I definitely feel where chemistry coming from. I feel like, when you out here not actually telling your truth behind your story, you are deceiving people, and people should know your story, especially when you are building relationships with people on a sexual level. Like it's tricky over
Not
there.
even
Like, you
not
can't-
even getting there though, Britt. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. You just. I mean.
You gotta think about this the first perception of a person. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if a person wants to, if okay, so let's say hypothetically speaking,
You walking down the street.
You see me now as a woman, right? And you know me, you cool with me, you like me.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily have to tell you I was born a boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if me and you decided to get closer, maybe I'll tell you now. If we started a relationship, I'll definitely.
But then
I
that's
definitely
weird. You know
owe
what I'm saying?
you that.
No, but you're supposed to owe that in
Nah,
the
I
beginning.
agree with you on that.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? In the beginning, because
Why
simple
not
fact
tell in the
that-
beginning?
Because you
Well,
supposed
I
to
mean,
be
because
friends.
if we just mutual people that know each other and just
I'm
respect
thinking I'm telling
each
you
other.
girl stuff though. You know what
But
I'm
I'm
saying?
still a
But I
girl.
don't know
I'm
you
just-
if
I'm
you was
just-
originally a
I'm just
dude
a-
and
I'm
now
just
you're a girl.
I ain't
I'm
with
just
the
a girl.
bullshit.
That shit get you hurt.
That's what I'm saying, and a lot of people don't realize that. I mean, good example. I mean, when this shit first came out, people was dying. You was seeing faggots in everywhere.
Are we talking about friendships or relationship, like
All
dating
that.
relationships?
Friendships and
The whole
relationships.
thing, because
I wouldn't care if I mean, if we friends, I don't care what you were. I mean, we cool on how we cool.
Yeah, but you still
But it's a
false
little
image,
bit of
even with her or that person being a friend towards you, because they still ain't giving you full details of who they are.
So what about a friend? And this goes for both
Associates?
sexes. a friend or associate that you know that's just finally coming. You've known them for a few years. They're finally coming out as being homosexual.
I say I don't care about a person being homosexual. I care about the fact that you're changing your gender to fool a person. That's what I care about, because a man can be driving in his car and he can see a fat ass walking down the street. A whole time he thinks it's the female, so he ready to pull over. And the person will be like, "Hey, what's up?" Then he finally realize after after a couple of moments, these niggas hands big, or that apple big, or them feet big. Something ain't right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, some people don't even look at that.
Yeah.
And then they be like, okay, next thing you know, it's a week later, y'all done been texting and shit.
But one thing I'm not gonna say is you ain't about to tell me somebody you did the nasty with you ain't know.
Oh, that's something different.
That's something you ain't about to tell me. I don't care about nothing else. You ain't about to tell me you ain't know.
I'm trying to tell you.
I've heard that a couple times.
Me too, because I only like it in the butthole.
And I wanted to, I wanted to punch him in their face like, what you mean? Why you lying?
Well, I can speak on that because I do have a friend. I ain't gonna say his name because he was about to kill the person that this happened with. But he wound up getting head from somebody he thought was a girl.
Oh.
And it wound up being a nigga.
Ow. Well, suck it.
So, and look, y'all reaction was our reaction. We clowned this man for about 5-6 months. And he got to the point that he wanted to kill this person, so we had to stop the jokes
and
because
sometimes it gets so physical, emotional. You
Like,
kill yourself.
and that's why I say, like, if when it comes to that point when you're like doing something that involves sexual things, like, you owe that to that person to keep it 100. But just a person, just to know a person, I don't feel like it's necessary. But when it comes, yes, I do understand when it comes to transference of the body.
I think it should be a law. Just say, look,
you should
I used to be
a man.
It should be Shem.
Well, I was born a guy.
Like on the license plate, or maybe
I
on the
was
license.
I was really born
something.
Brandon.
Not license plate, but.
I changed my name to Brittany.
Hey, we ain't gonna drink no more coffee in the morning, man.
Hey, I'm just saying, why she had to say Brandon with that?
Because that's my name.
Oh, your name Brandon?
Birth certificate? You think
Oh, man, with that, damn, I met you as Britt, so. Everybody ain't looking like.
I thought Britt would be nice since we added some little tits to the name, so it was just like to the body, like tits, Britt.
You add the tits.
Add some tits, add tits to the name. Britt, Brandon, Britt. It all works out.
I guess I'm the tits.
It all works out.
I can't with them right now. I can't with them right now.
Oh God.
All
Okay.
jokes aside, all jokes aside. I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. I'm like 100%. 100% female.
Okay, look, we're going to get away from this
Yes,
subject.
let's get away from
And let's go to commercial. And next up, we got my man Success coming.
Oh shit.
Yeah, y'all about to get us a two.
Hey, Jet. You remember we used to party in the Mirage? It used to be live as shit in there, man. That's what this remind me of. You know what I'm saying? Oh. We got them bottles popping in the club. Hey, full throttle booking models, getting groupie love. Ain't no conversing while she twerking, got them throwing dubs. We make them while I win the crowds, I'm lighting trees, I make them blow. We got them bottles popping in the club. Hey, full throttle booking models, getting groupie love. Ain't no conversing while she twerking, got them throwing dubs. We make them while I win the crowds, I guarantee I make it blow. Let me welcome y'all to my city. It's live enough, we stay turning up and hit a couple J's and get busy. Got the seats back with the window crack and they looking around like who is he? Cause the music blasting and I roll past him with a Dutch lid and that sticky law. Hot cold that blowing off some steam, Joe. Swag flying off the top, Ricky Steamboat. If you ain't know just how we do it, sit and take notes. I'm on my Grizzy, if you with me then you know I'm next to blow. We got them bottles popping in the club. Ay, full throttle booking models, getting goofy love. Ay, ain't no conversing while she twerking, got them throwing dubs. Ay, we make them while I win the crowds, I'm lighting trees, I make them blow. We got them bottles popping in the club. Ay, full throttle booking models, getting goofy love. Ay, ain't no conversing while she twerking, got them throwing dubs. Ay, we make them while I win the crowds, I guarantee I make it blow. Get it turned up, is that real dog? In the B.I. with my Mia's, while she twerk it, I just lay low. Let the drinks pour when I'm leaning. I'ma need a can when I'm leaving. To the party, going to the party over on the floors where I'm gon' be at. Dancing on something with a nice ass. No KOD, but I'm throwing stacks. I throw it on and she throw it back. Got my heart racing, no cardiac. I'm red foxing in the club rocking and I'm dripping pouring with sweat. Yeah, my shoes fresh and a bit fresh, but the shirt is over my neck. Making them walls shake, no earthquake. And that 808 got my soul hurting. This perfect time and it's slow whining and I'm seeing myself fall in third person. Like, listen, bro, yeah, that's you. Don't be scared now, just tear down from what I see from my view. It's about to go down and it's the last round. I got a drink in hand and they poppin' bands, and you would think this is Kanye's workout plan. And the way she workin' her hips, you would've thought that ass was a hologram. Yo, I'm trying to crush like it's nothing. And the way she got my blood rushing. It was on for the night, got a drink for the night, and we about to get into something. Word up, something, word up. We got them bottles poppin' in the club. Hey, full throttle, booking models, getting groupie love. Hey, ain't no conversing while she twerking, got them throwing dubs. Hey, we make them wild out when the crowds don't like them trees, I make them blow. We got them bottles poppin' in the club. Hey, full throttle, booking models, getting groupie love. Hey, ain't no conversing while she twerking, got them throwing dubs. Hey, we make them wild out when the crowds, I guarantee I make it, I make it, I make it.
For your love, 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 love. Yes. For your love, 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 love. For your love. It's for your love. I will run through a pop. Say it's getting out. Just follow your heart. It's been the same from the start. And know it ain't gon' stop. Why you thinking about you? I keep thinking about us, and that's for your love.
Type of girl knows what I'm thinking without me even speaking. Seeing what I'm seeing, believe what I believe in. Wish the world could see this, my greatest achievement. You and me together, don't think no man can beat it. I'm feeling undefeated, I hold my hand up. It ain't to tell you what I'm needing, to get to you speaking. Slow up, back down, see that's how hate sound, and that's how they sound whenever they around. But tell me how this sound, if this is love I found. Like a fast break off the rebound, I got me so excited, like I need a minute. If I said it, then I meant it. It's you I'm representing. So with your permission, I wrote this for you, and I just hope you listen. Always show I do, and for your love, what I won't do. Yes, I got everything I need, but yes, I want you.
For your love, I'll run through a pop. Say it's getting got. Just follow your heart. Getting safe from the stop. I know it ain't gon' stop. Why you think about you? I can think about us. For your love.
These days, I grow bolder. Yes, it comes with the age, a little older. There used to be a day, now that's my past. But now all I ask is that the thing lasts. Like a funny feeling, make you sit and laugh. Those the type of moments that you tend to have. At least when you around. Life's a different sound, like the smell is in the air. A change of atmosphere. The crazy lifestyle, you made me calm down. Can't you see you change me? Put our minds together, look how we made three. Girl, you know you're gifted. So with your permission, I wrote this for you, and I just hope you listen. Always show I do, before you love what I won't do. Girl, you know that I got everything I need, and girl, I still want you. Girl, I still want you. I got everything I need, and I still want you.
For your love, I'll run through a pop. Say it's getting out. Just follow your heart. It's been the same from the start. I know it ain't gon' stop. Why you think about you? I can think about us.
And that's for your love. And that's for your love. It's all for your love. We all get a little crazy. And that's for your love. We all do a little things that we gonna do for your love. your love.
That me? I think that's me.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Devour Morning Show on Devour TV.
Yeah. Welcome.
Got my
Welcome to
man
you.
Success in the building.
SIXXCESS.
That is a lot.
Yes.
So let's tell the people what was the name of that video.
That's the For Your Love video off the Red Handed Project.
Nice.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go follow my man Success.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely
All
follow
media
me.
sites.
Social media, Instagram, YouTube, Success, SIXXCESS.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What made you spell your name like that? Like six with
All right.
success?
Yeah, six,
But you say
success.
sus.
Yeah, I take out the suck. Like no sucking.
Oh, so it's success.
I like
Yes,
suck.
success.
I talking about no suck.
hey.
Well,
Like-
good morning.
Yeah, that's the best time, ain't it?
Wow.
That wake up flow.
Suck.
Talking about you took the suck out of it.
It is.
Yeah,
That shit's that.
Yeah, like,
We women don't like that shit.
yeah,
Put the suck back in it, please.
no, trust me. Trust me. I don't know what this is. But no, like, so I wanted success, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to take the suck out of it. My name has 6 letters in it, which is K-Ron. You know what I'm saying? That has 6 letters in it. And then my sons were born in June, which is the 6th month. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll just run it with the set. They crazy. No. They are crazy Geminis. Trust me, like both of them. Wow. But they born June 6th, June 7th, 2006, 2007.
What's 666? Is 666?
I have a 666, yes,
gosh.
and a 677.
Wow.
Those are some good numbers though.
Yeah, they Irish twins, but they when I came up with this name, yeah, I had to. I all that was in my head. You know what I'm
You
saying?
said they Irish what?
Irish twins.
So they're twins or they're your apart?
They,
right?
yeah,
Look
year
what
and a
they
day in
look-
the
So
part.
that's why
Yeah,
they're Irish twins.
yeah.
I've never heard of that. You just
So-
told me something.
Yo, it's like crazy because I'm a
That's
twin. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
so
are?
I guess that's my set
Oh,
of
that
twins.
is so.
Oh.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
You gotta be like Jay-Z that you're just 667 or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some slick shit.
Nice.
Right.
But, okay, that's dope.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how I
Nice
came up with it.
spin-off.
It took I went through a couple of transitions with my names, like, cause when I first started, like I said, I tried so many different lanes, and I was just like, all right, that finally stuck with the success. Yeah, I stuck with that about 2008.
What's the weirdest name you gave yourself as a
I was Taurus.
Taurus?
Yeah, I was Taurus.
Nice, son.
I was really just like a songwriter underneath of that name. I ain't really put out any music under that name. But like the funny part about it is that was easily influenced for me to change, like just like because I was younger then, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I just ran with it, you know what I'm saying? A couple of people was liking it, but most of the girls was like, no, I don't like it. I was like, yeah.
Taurus
So
is
yeah,
like,
so then
With the Kevin Hart.
yeah. And then I started working with a lot of artists and stuff like that, and ego got in the way, so I went by like K-Ron the Great after I saw that movie, Alexander the Great. I saw that and I was like motivated by that whole movie. You know the feel of that
Felt
joint. You know what I'm
yourself. You
saying?
start feeling yourself.
Yeah, because when I saw that movie, I was like, yo, that's what I want to do. I want to conquer everything like Alexander. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, K-Ron the Great. You know what I'm saying? That lasted for about 2 projects, maybe. I did do some mixtapes under that. You know what I'm saying? That was fun. That was fun music. That was all like cover music. You know what I'm saying? But I was real like. My mother wouldn't even listen to it, you know what I'm saying? She was like, nah, that's too hardcore. So I went to 6, and then, you know.
Hardcore. You don't even curse in your music.
I didn't start off that way.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
okay.
started off as like, I started off mostly like what they call like freestyling and stuff like that. So everything was just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, however it came out, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it really wasn't until like I started like really like working with like, you know, bigger people,
artists, yeah.
bigger artists and bigger shows and more, you know, so you start dealing with more promoters, and they're like, yo, send me your clean music. And then it was really the moment when my mom said, I don't want to even listen to your music, that I was like, all right, let me.
She can't even support me.
Yeah, let me do something for mom.
I'm like, Mom, you gonna sell these calendars with my ass out? You gonna sell these calendars?
You know what I'm saying?
So was that around the time that you
you
know, because I've seen the pictures with the dreads. So is that around the time you cut the dreads? Or?
Nah, like I haven't even. It hasn't even been a year yet without my dreads. You know what I'm saying? Like without my locks, rather. I stopped calling them dreads. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm glad you did.
But yeah,
I slipped up and said that.
Yeah, but without my locks, like, and that was honestly a decision I made because I was getting into more power moves, and it was like getting my hair done was like getting it retwisted or whatever was like a process that I just wasn't even willing to go through. You know what I'm saying? I got into locks because like I started like really like following like the Rastafarian religion and stuff like that, and a lot of stuff they was believing in. So I just started like molding myself towards that. Naturally, the locks came. You know what I'm saying? And more stuff you start doing is like, oh, you should get your hair done. And I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? Then my wife was like trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep the Jones up, but I didn't really. That's 4 hours out. When you grinding, nobody got 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got to get to the money, to the moves. So yeah, I cut them off, and that was about in October.
Okay, so let's get into, because you know, I know why people don't say dreads, but maybe a lot of people don't. So let's get into why, you know, you don't call them dreadlocks.
Well, like the thing was, the term dreadlocks was created by the government to give them a demeaning, you know what I'm saying, a demeaning undertone to make people, when they see them, the first word in their head is dread. You know what I'm saying? Dread seeing them coming, dread what they may do. You know what I'm saying? It was making you get a real fearful mindset. So that's why.
Like picnic. You know, pick a nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never knew that?
Yeah.
I don't even use that word. When I learned that word, I stopped using it. When I found it out, I stopped using it.
Yeah.
So picnic came from pick a nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they use it as a regular term.
Yeah, and that's why I don't even go to picnics. I don't go. You know, I might go to cookouts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But picnics, no, we're not going to pick a nick, any nigga.
Yeah. I mean, like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like when you, yeah, and it's funny because
even stories, old, like you know, back nursery rhymes and stuff like that.
Exactly.
True story.
Yeah, they throw it in there.
I don't wanna go to Mexico now.
She's a mess.
What's a real
Hey, we gonna definitely.
Exactly. No, I'm just saying, like, a lot of our nursery rhymes that we grew up listening to were our warnings and like our code signs, and we was just saying it. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't understanding it, but now that we are older, we look back and we're like, hold up. Because now we see it like, the police banging at the door, you know what I'm saying? And all they doing is trying to take us back, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just crazy, like, with all the things that we were forced to believe, you know what I'm saying, or forced on us. And that's why, like, I kind of started making, that's why when I went to Success, it changed not just the music, it changed the lyrics, it changed the performance, it changed the whole who I'm doing music with, you know what I'm saying? Everything.
Even the audience.
Yeah, it changes everything. It changed
When you
everything.
get to that higher learning, man, everything start changing.
Yep. Yeah.
People don't want to learn knowledge. They feel like it's a threat for some reason, and then they kind of shy away. You know.
Well, because technically, the sad reality is knowledge is a threat. And a lot of people are afraid what happens to the threat, the ones that are threatened by, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at Malcolm X, look at Martin Luther King, look at Tupac Shakur, look at Nipsey Hussle, just recently, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you...
Look at the advocates you don't know about. The advocates, the low-key advocates you don't know about.
They don't put on channel 7 or 5 or 9.
Yeah, and it's a lot of them stay. We're in a world now where you can't stay private anymore. You know, it's like even you can try to stay as private as you want, but if she got her cell phone, now you're to the world. You know what I'm saying? And you had no choice with it. You know what I'm saying? So
and you can't even tell her no.
Nah, I mean you can try, but that's all your viral video gonna be saying. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be your viral video. Gonna be like, get me off that camera. They, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna title it the crazy lady telling them to get off camera. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have no. You know what I'm saying? Like
We don't.
now, so now the
No
people with
leaderships.
the people with the knowledge, they hide it. You know what I'm saying? They dumb it
Scared to do
down.
assassination.
They mask it, and if you're listening to an artist out right now, you're probably saying, yo, this dude don't really know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Half the time they be talking gay lyrics and they shit. And then
Majority of the time.
Yeah,
Majority
and a
of the
lot of people
time.
don't really comprehend it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, are you saying that? Like, my son said, Mom, I listen to white music. I'm like, me too, baby. Billy. I like Billy.
Let's get into let's let the people know where you from. And
Yes.
talking about the artist thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, a lot of them might say that gay stuff or something like that because the labels or the higher ups
Right.
are forcing them to say certain things. Like, a lot of people selling out about their music. But
Well, I mean, the agendas. Well, first of all, I'm from DC. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
I'm
out.
hailing in Forestville, Maryland right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
PG.
PG County all day. But there's definitely an agenda in music. There's an agenda in movies. There's an agenda in
TV
everything.
shows,
You know what I'm saying?
Disney
Like
Channel.
in our educational system, there's an agenda. You know what I'm saying?
especially now.
Oh, now there's more. Now,
I don't know if y'all heard, but they just I heard they not even teaching about Willie Lynch
really
no
is,
more in
man.
school.
well, that's crazy, but they gonna
never-
teach them
I've never learned
LG,
about
however
Willie
that term is used. You know what I'm saying? So
So
I
that's
mean,
cool.
it's I think they're gonna start like teaching them like
Yeah,
more
about
about
LGBT.
LGBT stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Getting them more aware and making them more socially aware.
Get your kids
They'd rather
out of
teach
public
that
schools.
than teach them the real history.
I will take my kids.
Well, they don't know the real history.
I will take my child. There are private African American schools that teach your children pure general studies along with
Yeah.
them learning their true meaning as being a black African American in America.
Yeah.
There are schools out here like that. Your kids don't always
And
have
the
to go
thing-
to public schools. You don't have to send them to charter schools because, like, even with growing up, like I was raised in Maryland growing up in
Right.
grade school. I came to DC in my adolescent years. So when I came to DC, I'm like I'm top notch to these kids intellectually. Like these kids
Yeah.
can't touch me. I
Right,
ain't even
right,
gotta
right.
do nothing.
But
I'm in
that's
class
sad.
chilling.
That's sad.
Because
Yeah.
I already learned this.
Yeah.
Like I learned this last year, and we in the 8th grade. I learned this in the 7th grade. Like this work
And then
easy.
you go to
I don't
Virginia.
even
But
know.
like-
Yeah, you have me.
I didn't know nothing.
I do my
I'm in
my
Right,
homework.
right.
8th,
right.
9th
In
grade in
class.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Right.
Virginia schools, they doing 11th, 12th grade work. And
Yeah.
I'm still, I'm very low right now because I'm doing a PG level. And
Right,
I'm like, why
right.
is every different jurisdiction different? Why is they code
Demographics.
different? And one school may
Demographics,
teach you,
generations,
Yeah.
and
everything.
it's sad 'cause
Color.
they do this every year. They take polls and knock on people's doors
Yeah.
and send them to your house. And
What you think the Census Bureau for?
That's, yeah, that's
And
what
it's
they learn.
and it all changes based on who's running things at the moment. And the sad thing about it is, you kinda, if you dig into a person's life, you know how they're gonna attach their situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got a principal at a school. Now it's like a principal I know that's doing really good for his community, William Blake. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
shout out William Blake. I don't know what school he is at right now, but he's young. He's black. When he was in school, he's always been that studious, sociable. Do what you got to do. Get your stuff together. We black. You know what I'm saying? Real empowering. But he
Pro-black
pro-black. Went to college, got his degrees. You know what I'm saying? And now he's instilling that into his communities that he teaches.
Nice.
You know, so like then you take some people that you may been not so popular or not so sociable or not so fearful, rather the fearful student, and then they get into a position and it's all about fear and instilling their fears that they had. Kids picking on me, bullying and things like that. That becomes their forefront. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they went through as a kid, and like I think that a lot of people, however you were raised, you know what I'm saying, or lack of raised, I should say. You say, because it's that point that molds you. I don't think it's the part where your parents like really. It's the part where they not around and
what you deal with.
And how you deal with it.
Well,
that's the part
that's
that
what we prep
molds
you
you.
for. You know what I'm saying? Our parents, we prep our kids in the beginning, like really in the womb. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that the baby has ears. You know what I'm saying? Let's play some different music. Let's read to it. Let's learn. And then when they come out, just don't put them in a basket or whatever you want to do and leave them there. No, talk to them like an adult in a way. You know what I'm saying? Let them understand stuff. Put them in school, daycare. Just don't wait till they get 5 and 7 years old and then say, "Oh, let's go to elementary." No, put them in daycare soon at 1 though.
So are we talking about as far as smarts or as far as general? Because I got a different opinion of that.
And see, like it can't be smarts.
The reason why I say I have a different opinion, that's like me. If you was to meet my mother, my grandmother, you probably would be like, "What? That's your mother?" She's nowhere like me. She taught me way different. Right. But once I reached a certain age and I hit the streets, that's why I used to.
That's what mold
I actually got in trouble
you.
Because of that. Like I went on a teacher for saying, "Oh, it must be your home training." I wound up like, "What? No, you know what I'm saying?" Because once I leave out my mother's door, I did what I wanted to do. Now my mother never knew for so many years that I was doing this.
Right.
She was a savage on the low.
Yeah. So if somebody came to her and said, if somebody came to her and said something about her child, she'd be like, "Nah, not him. He not like that."
That's what I'm saying, though. We installed the right and wrong in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So that when you leave the nest, you know right from wrong. Even though you may take it with you or not, it's up to you. But at the end of it all, we installed that in your head. You know what I'm saying? We installed the rightness and the wrongness.
But see, that's the boy trait. You know what I'm saying? That's the boy trait. You like when you're out there hunting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yes, my daddy taught me how to catch a tiger when he's around, but when he's not, you know what I'm saying? This tiger looks big, so I might grab him by the neck or let him jump over top of me and try to stay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be.
Stay in the house and sharpshoot that nigga. That animal.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's almost just a touch base on what you said with people that just when they grew up getting bullied or they weren't the most popular and nobody really talked to them, so they were like the wallflowers. People like that can sometimes grow up, still have good background, all that, what I'm saying? You never expect for them to be the type of person, but they turn to be successful.
Yeah, they blossom.
Power, but not only with power, they forget where they came from, and they forgot everything they learned before they became who they were. So it's all about how you mold them.
So let's,
and wanting that knowledge.
Let's get into this next video from Success. I want you to introduce that.
Yes.
Well, we got I2. Or we got we got I2.
No, small circles.
No, we got Small Circles. That's also off the Red Handed project.
Nice.
And this is actually one of my favorite songs that I ever recorded. So it's all about the truth.
Yeah, let's get into that.
All right.
Bigger, I'm seeing dreams of all. I used to didn't, but now I need it all. I used to wait for calls till that one call and almost lost it all. What was I doing wrong? Trying to be the man, I just wanna feed them all. Trying to understand why this world's so lost. I still my paranoia, still gotta get it all. Work piling up, days moving by, and I can't even lie. No, I ain't wanna try, nothing to motivate. Just wanted to escape, found a way to erase. Never forget the days, never forget her face or the words she would say when she asked what I'm thinking about. If I told her revenge, what would she think about? Only way to eat the mind is by the ounce. So we taking the backwoods and walking miles. I came from the right hood, good looking now. I got a few friends, we moving now. Can't tell me nothing, but move the crowd. My circle so small, feel alive. I came from the right hood, good looking now. I got a few friends, we moving now. Can't tell me nothing, but move the crowd. My circle so small, feel alive. Circle so small, you alive. Circle so small, you alive. Sorry for trust issues, your God will they miss you. And for how long, that's the bigger issue. We don't see the problem, blinded by the masses. I don't remember learning real life in any classes. The joy I find it pop up in passing. As for my real problems when I ask my passion. Make a little money, get addicted to fashion. Talking to old friends, now I see why we clashing. And my the real problems, I often would ask them. Hit a couple J's and it's just a relaxer. My man say he messed up, so he gotta tax me back in the lab, cause that's what I might need. I came from the right hood, but look at now. I got a few friends, moving now. Can't tell me nothing, but move the crowd. My circle so small, you alive. I came from the right hood, but look at now. I got a few friends, we moving now. Can't tell me nothing, but move the crowd. My circle so small, you alive. Circle so small, you alive. Circle so small, you alive.
We back.
Welcome back to the Devour Morning Show on Devour TV. Powered by Nekedie Studios. Got my man.
Nekedie Studios.
Got my man.
We gotta get a song going that just come on with.
Got my man Success here.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know, man. We having a good time on the Devour Morning Show.
So let's let them know more about that video right there.
So yeah, that was on Small Circles, and I wrote that song literally like maybe like a week or so after I got shot. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I had to like start whittling in, keeping the circle small, and you realize, you know what I'm saying? You realize things that the dreams are bigger when you land there thinking that you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, I got so much to live for. Like shit.
Who directed it?
Gerard Films directed it.
Nice.
Like he's been doing like my last few videos. Gerard Films, shout out my man Jared. He's doing great work. He's doing a lot of people's videos.
I definitely been seeing him do a lot of things.
I met him randomly.
Yeah.
Literally randomly. This when I was working on G Street downtown, DC. So I was working downtown. I literally was walking out on my break. And he was walking past with a camera. He was talking to some guy about shooting the film. And I was like, "Ooh, can I be in y'all film?" Trying to be all ghetto and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Do you mind if I take your picture?" I was like, "Sure." And then he took a snap of me, tagged me, posted. It was a nice little. He edited very nicely.
Yeah, Jared is dope, man.
Jared.
So let's
shout out.
Let's let the people know where they can follow you at.
Man, follow me at I Am Success. That's I Am SIXXCESS. If you want to come see me, each and every Sunday, I'm at Smokehouse Theater at Base Lounge. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see me, text 64600. Text support. Come out and see me. Get the discount tickets. And then I got my concert August the 17th. That's Saturday. And that's going to be down at 12 Lounge. And I'm going to be turning it up, you know, blowing down heavy, getting it in real good. So y'all definitely come through if y'all ain't doing nothing.
That's another festival that day
We definitely
too.
going.
DMV Culture Festival.
Yeah, that joint doing the day. That joint over at 8.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, y'all can slide through my joint because my doors open at 8. Show gonna
There
start
you go,
at 9.
Okay.
Show start at 9 too. Like I'm that type of person at 8:50.
I can cheat. I can come
Of
up.
course, what?
I might cheat.
So
Listen,
might have to
I don't
pull
go. I'm starting to not go anywhere where I can't. Where they don't understand that I need to medicate.
I mean, you know, I got discipline, but if I can't, I mean, I will really step out anyway and do what I want to do. So
Yeah,
Well-
I lack discipline.
I'll step
Ladies.
right outside.
Okay.
And gentlemen.
Sorry to the people.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. We out of time. But y'all can catch us next week
Yes.
from 10 a.m. to 11
Stay
a.m.
tripping here.
Make sure y'all
Our
follow your
morning
boy.
show.
See y'all next Wednesday.
Yes,
Smash.
y'all.